Yo, yo, yo. Hi, beautiful people. Today I'm going to jump on about a controversial topic. Why I'm not a fan of TikTok Shop. So everyone keeps telling me how much money there is to be made there, and you're right. It's on fire right now. Like, there is a ton of money to be made in TikTok Shop right now. However, as you guys all know, some of the things that are going on about the January 19th, that there potentially could be a ban. I mean, it's looking really optimistic, to be honest with you, because this has happened in India before. So it's not a huge surprise that they would do it here, right? Like, that sucks. But in reality, it's not a huge shock that they would ban TikTok here in the USA, here in the States, just like they did in India. And if you are having all your eggs in one basket, and that is TikTok Shop, and your whole livelihood comes from TikTok Shop, and they close you down on January 19th, your whole livelihood just went goodbye, right? So I am not a fan of TikTok Shop because you're relying on your whole sole income on one source, okay? If you could figure out how to use social media and automate social media in a way that helps you build your email list, that is something that no one could ever take from you. But when you put all your eggs in one basket, let's say TikTok Shop, and that's all you do, and you focus on TikTok Shop, you're not gathering no emails, you're not building a business on the side, you're not doing anything, your whole income will be gone as of January 19th. So that is putting all your eggs in one basket. I don't like to do that. Now, as you can see, it looks like I live here on TikTok, that it's my only resource, but it's not. Even though it's a lot of time to be on multiple platforms, this is why I'm on multiple platforms, number one. Number two, I use social media in a monetization form as a bonus to helping me grow my email list. And my email list is something I own that's tangible, kind of, and that I can nurture and talk to my clients with, and my potential people and my future clientele, whatever, in my inbox that nobody can take from me. So if you were to use TikTok Shop as a secondary or third source of income, I'm all for it. But if this is your primary goal and it's just TikTok Shop, that's what you do, you're a TikTok Shop affiliate, when January 19th comes around, you're going to be pretty heartbroken. So I use social media in a way where if it's an affiliate link, if it's a TikTok Shop, if it's any kind of thing, I use it as a secondary or third source of income. I don't ever use it as my main source. And in the blueprint that I preach and our coaching programs that we talk about, we teach you how to use social media in such a way that you're monetizing it as a bonus, but you're using it to help you grow your email list. That we are going to provide you so much information to educate you, to knowledge you, to help you go from a beginner in the online space to a master at social media. But in a way that you're getting your people to like, know, and trust you to go into your automations. Because that is where the freedom exists. If your whole goal, if your whole primary source of income, hi Dawn, hi Patricia, I'm forgetting to say hi to everyone, I'm sorry, good morning. If your whole goal and primary source of income, hi Bernie, is just TikTok Shop, and they close your platform down, then what do? Right? You have to start over somewhere else. But if you've been working this social media gig because you learned from someone like myself or a blueprint taught you, then you would already know and already be having people go into your email, because your only source of income would not be TikTok. It would be your email list. And yes, you're using TikTok as a bridge to get your email list bigger, but maybe you're also using Instagram as a bridge, or maybe you use the copy and paste free ads method that we teach you to get more people in your automations. So I'm not a fan of TikTok Shop as a primary source of income because I don't like my eggs in one basket. I mean, for example, I know that the second I was a hairdresser, a real estate agent, an affiliate marketer, like I never like, and I know there's something to be said about niching into one thing. So I'm not going against that. But when you do that all into one basket and it gets removed as of what might happen January 19th, then don't get me wrong. I'm upset. It sucks. I like TikTok. I understand TikTok. I understand the algorithms. It's easy for me. I've connected with some great people on here. Like, I'm not happy about it being gone. But if it does get gone, I'm going to reach out to my people and be like, hey, find me on Instagram, and we're still going to connect. We're not going to disconnect because January 19th strips it away. But if your only source of income is TikTok Shop, then you will feel stripped away. So if nothing else today, you get out of this live, it's to go make sure you're resourceful and that you have other platforms going and that you are monetizing your social media in a way where you are growing an email list so that your automations could run your business for you. Like that's the whole point. So if I only got paid per my videos, for people finding my videos, for people liking and commenting, then I would not have an income. But it's not where it happens. I talk to people on Facebook groups. I talk to people in the DMs and Instagrams. I send out newsletters through my email list because you join my email list because you like what I offer. You like what I am saying. You think that you potentially could use what I offer. Hi, Judy. Hi, Grace. To change your life. So you come in, you get into the email list. Now we connect after TikTok ban. TikTok ban goes away. We still have a connection. And me and you can still communicate. But if you have TikTok shop only and you've got zero communication to the world you just built, then you're going to be upset. So if nothing else, just be optimistic with the fact that this is a little step to get you to open your doors to other platforms. Like when this happens, I'm going to put up a post like, here's my people, here's my Instagram, find me, let's chat, find my YouTube. I take my lives and I put them on YouTube almost every day. If they're not that great, I'm like, some days are crazy, but hi Glenn, hi Soaps. So in general, that's what makes me not a TikTok shop fan. And people keep telling me like, you gotta go on TikTok shop. It's where it's at. I mean, yes, and don't get me wrong, like as a secondary source of income, but if you're someone like myself who's kind of newer into the digital marketing game as of like September, and that took me a few weeks to even get set up because I was taking my time, hour a day, hour here. And then, so mid-October, I started getting serious. And just now, my momentum is strong. Like I'm helping people every day change their life by my programs. I'm having $600 days, like every other day. And it's amazing, but it's not happening because I solely rely on TikTok shop. So as much as like, yeah, it'd be cool to talk about, this journal I bought here and get people to buy it, you only get a small percentage on what you sell on TikTok shop. And it's like, I could have made 3 videos about how I can help you guys and get people into my emails. So now that I'm building a community, like it just doesn't do it for me. So I know that's controversial. I mean, so controversial. People have been telling me all week when I say that, I'm like, but it is what it is. Like you don't want to have false hope and have a false business that falls through. So that is why I'm jumping on today, is to talk about how if you're only a TikTok affiliate, if that's all you are, is a TikTok shop affiliate, you need to start opening your mind the next 38 days and how you're going to get your community to like, know, and trust you and give you an email address so that you can still communicate with your people, right? Like if you built your whole business, it's all about monetization, right? That's what monetizing is. Yes, monetizing could be you're posting videos, you get engagement, TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram pay you. That's a source of income. Love that. That's a bonus, but that shouldn't be your focus. If you're focusing on that monetization, you're focusing on the wrong monetization. Monetization is understanding the algorithm so that your video gets placed to who it needs to get placed to, your perfect client. And by training the algorithm in the way that we teach you, you can get your videos in front of the people you need to see. So it's all about training the algorithm. It's all about monetizing it. And it's not something you could just know, because I'll tell you what, like I didn't really understand it. And it took me a while until I was taking the classes and it was like a light bulb clicked. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's how you do it. And I learned, hi Paul, hi Don, hi Cheers and Spirits. That's how I started understanding what monetizing meant, is when I was engaging and we're talking and I'm giving out my freebie and people are getting into my automations. And then as I'm sled riding with my daughter and my son, as I'm making dinner, it's like ding, ding, payment, ding, ding, made a payment, made a sale, made a sale. That is the beauty of what we teach here, okay? That is the beauty of the blueprint we teach here, is all about having it make you money when you are not around it. But you can't do that if you're a TikTok affiliate only, because your whole job is on TikTok affiliate selling stuff. Once you're off that, you're done. What's making you money? What's passively making you money around that, right? Like, okay, say you build a course teaching people how to use TikTok Shop. Love that. You have to learn the algorithm and the monetization to get your video out to the right people, because who's going to buy it? You can't just hope and pray and post and pray. It doesn't work like that. There are systems for a reason, and these systems we teach in our digital community, they teach you it on any platform. It's not only taught for TikTok. And so that is my reason why I just never got into TikTok Shop. People keep saying it to me. They're like, there is so much money to be made. I'm like, I mean, yeah, but it's just like another thing, and then I get a small percentage of income. But when I make a sale here, I make 100% income. So when I sell one of my programs or one of my courses to someone, I'm going to change their life. Not only does that impact me, it doesn't impact me when you buy a sponge. Like, yeah, that's great. I'm glad it's going to make your life easier, but it's like a sponge. But when I take a mom who wants time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, and I show them something and I teach them something that changes their life, that is impact. That's the kind of impact I want to leave. And then not to mention, as I'm doing that, I make 100% profit on that offer. Hello, sign me up. Because hi, Miss Me, hi, Trev. So now I'm making 100% offer or profit or like 20% on a sponge. You see what I'm saying, yo? Like, I feel like those kind of people, TikTok shop, and I feel like those kind of affiliate marketers, in order to make the money I want to make and leave the impact I want to leave, you got to have thousands of people on those, on watching those, like literally thousands. Because I mean, maybe yours does, and it's a couple $500 or something, but at the end of the day, like I could sell 2 courses and I'm at $1,800. So to me, it's just about thinking smarter, not harder. Not to say I might not ever tap into the TikTok shop. Maybe I will, I don't know. But at the same time, not 100% positive that I will dive right into that. And, you know, it's got to be a secondary or third or fourth source, which I love that. Like, let's go on there and use it as a fourth source because you already have your eggs in a basket in your primary business. Yeah, that's great. Like, heck yeah. Like, who doesn't love another source of income? I preach multiple sources of income on a regular basis. So absolutely. But if you're sitting here and it's your only primary source, hi, healer, you're going to be upset. You are going to be, or hi, Heather. Sorry, I thought it said heal. Huh? Hi, Heather. But yeah, you're going to be upset. January 19th comes and you are like not, what are you going to do? You got to be smarter than that. You've got to learn the algorithms and all the apps. You've got to understand what we're using to build businesses. You've got to understand your target audience. And when you do and you feel like, you know, what can I offer my clients this week? What can I offer my people? Like they're needing something from me. What can I show them right now? And when you go and show them, hi, Gina. When you go and show them exactly what they're looking for, you know, like for me, I showed myself even, but I show these other moms like, you no longer, hi Mason, you no longer have to add all the prices as you're going to the grocery store, like, okay, using your calculator and go check out. You no longer have to penny bitch. You can't get that organic brand you want. You no longer have to do that because I'm going to show you a step-by-step system from going to a beginner of making money online to having $900 days, having $600 days, $300 days. You guys, this is a power of what we teach here. We just use social media as a plug and play. And once you understand it, your plug and play builds you this beautiful community of an email list that you can work with no matter what platform shuts down. Hi, Ronald. Hi, Everglades. So that's the problem with the whole January 19th thing and people being only TikTok affiliates because TikTok shop affiliates, because that could potentially be gone. And if you're making bank money, let's just say, and it's gone overnight, that's scary. So if you were to use it as a secondary or third source of income, you're like, okay, no big deal. I'm going to pivot and get another third source of income. That was fun while it lasted. But to me teaching people how to use their social media property, start automations so that they do not have to work when their system is working for them, train the algorithms on social media, monetize social media to help you do these other things, that to me is powerful. Not to mention we use other things that bring people to our email list, like copy and paste free ads methods. We don't rely solely on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Hi, James. So that is my input of why I don't like super love TikTok shop, because a lot of people get so hung up on the fact that this is where the money's at right now, this is doing good. They just go to the next best thing, but that doesn't create longevity. Like people they jump on this, they jump on that. You know, they said the same thing about digital marketing, but to me, it wasn't about jumping on the next best course. I'm not going to go to the next course and the next course. If anything, after this, I'm going to take all I've learned from all the courses and create a program that comes straight from my mouth, right? Because I've took the time to learn the things that I know is working, and I'm going to use it to teach me what I needed to teach me, and then I'm going to show it to the world. That's the point. But if you're jumping from this trend, this viral course, that viral course, if you're jumping to that viral TikTok shop, then that's all it's going to be for you is one burnt down thing after another. And maybe you make some money that gets you a head start. I pray that's what happens to you. But there's no longevity in that. So where is your longevity? You know what I'm saying? So I hope that gives you some insight. I hope that motivates you. Like if you're a TikTok shop affiliate, I hope you're like, all right, sweet. Hi, Kim. Love that, but I need to make sure I'm setting up a backup plan. If you are having trouble building up your social media, find someone like myself to help you figure that out, you know? If you can learn the systems, you could change the system. You don't have to stay stuck. Whoop. You don't have to stay stuck because because you do TikTok shop and you're like, well, now what am I going to do? Like, I don't know any other skill. Oh, please, you could definitely figure out other skills, right? Like, so, I'm going to tag you guys along for this. I'm going to make more soursop. I'm always on here making soursop. It's like, as soon as I come on, it reminds me to do it. So, like I was saying, if you're only into TikTok shop, now if you're on something like this right now, and you're talking about your business, but you like bring in something that you bought on TikTok shop, and you're offering it below, then cool. Like now you're like, okay, that's a bonus. Like you're already talking about your business, you're offering the value to your clients, but you throw in a side gig. That's fine. Like for example, I buy this on Amazon. If someone wants to link to soursop, I will gladly send it to them. That's a bonus. That's not my primary source. So because it's not my primary source, it doesn't, if it gets stripped away tomorrow, I'm not going to cry about it because, all right, no big deal. It's not here anymore. My primary source of income is something I own, not something someone else owns. So that's the problem with network marketing too. Like I've seen a lot of these network marketing companies lately close, and these six, 7-figure earners in these companies are just left with nothing. And like that's disturbing to me. How could your whole business be taken from you overnight, right? Like, and that's the reality of like someone else's business and you working under it because you don't know, you made 6-7 figures here. It's a short-lived situation. You do not know what the company's financial situation looks like. You don't know when it could go under. You don't know when it can't. So when January 19th comes, if this app closes, I'm going to go to the next app that I'm already on, selling the same thing I already sell because I've learned how to train my algorithms to bring me my people. And I'll see you there. Like, I won't be lost without it. I will be fine. So, that's why I think if you're TikTok shop only, you might want to consider your situation because if that goes away. But yeah, so that was all I wanted to jump on and share today. Everything else is just a bonus. So I'm making soursop tea, right? Really strong antioxidant. I recently had gone through breast implant illness. Oh my gosh. Had to get my implants explanted, as you can see, my flat chest. I had to get I get an explant, and then I was healing for that for a year, and then I found mold in my house. So I remediated, had to move out of the house. That was a pain in the ass. And then after that, I'm now back on my healing journey again, which is so annoying, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I will tell you since the mold has been gone, and I'm back on my zeolite detox, I feel much better. And so I do things like soursop tea. I do a lot of antioxidants. Like I have this adrenal tonic for my adrenals because they're not working, I guess. That's great. That stuff tastes like Jaeger. Makes me want to throw up, not gonna lie. But these are just like a couple things I'm doing to heal. So like, for example, if you were to jump on here and you tell me you want my adrenal fatigue or tonic and you want my soursop tea, no big deal. I can tell you exactly where to go get it. That's a nice little bonus. But it's not my whole source of income. Because when we get off here today, then you go bye-bye and you buy for the next person that's on TikTok shop. You're not technically my client. So you want to make sure you don't put all your eggs in one basket and not be able to have an income after January 19th. And like I said, it's happened in India already, unfortunately. So there's a pretty solid chance it might happen here, which is so depressing. I mean, they could appeal it, don't get me wrong, but it is already signed. And the fact that it's already signed is pretty depressing because, like I said, India's already done this. So it's already happened before. So who knows what could come of it. And we'll just have to see, I guess. It seems like the 10 o'clock hour is not as hype as my 9 a.m.ers. My 9 a.m.ers, my 8:30 a.m.ers, we're jamming. We're out here. But you guys at 10, you're probably like, oh, I'm at work and I'm done with life. Well, I'm going to jump off this thing. If anyone has any questions about how they could train their algorithms, teach the AI to bring them their perfect client without having to rely on TikTok Shop, make sure you DM me and I would love to fill you in and show you what I've used, my step-by-step system that's literally paid for my Christmas. I didn't even tell you guys. Oh my gosh. So yeah, lately I've been having $600 days and it's so exciting because it's paid for all my kids' Christmas. So even after all the mold remediation, even after all the debt that's occurred from that we've been paying, we're stuck with Christmas, right? Well, Christmas for me, something always happens, or used to. My old story is something always happened around Christmas time that would affect my bank account. And this year, finally, I'm having $600 days, and out of blessing, even with the mold remediation situation, this program that I'm teaching and using has got me $600 days. So this is the first Christmas where I haven't had to literally penny pinch every dollar or overdraft an account or layaway affirm every Christmas gift for my kids. Like what I did was I was like, okay, I made a $600 day, right? And a couple of the other $600 days had to dig me out of what I was under and I had to break even, right? So I got my money back for the course. I'm like, cool. Then I had another $600 day. I paid bills. Okay, cool. Then I had another $600 day. I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy all the kids Christmas presents. That was optimistic thinking I'd only spend $600. There's 2 kids. It's only $300. Like, that's what, 3 things? Oh my gosh. So anyway, I go get all the Christmas presents I could with that $600, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. That was a really good head start. I'm not swimming in debt now because of Christmas. Love it. So then, I don't know, there's this weird dot on my face. It's making me crazy. It's probably from my shirt. So then I'm like, okay, I'll figure out the rest of Christmas like I always do, whatever. Dude, I can't. So I'm like, I'll figure it out, no big deal. Well, check it. Then I have another $600 day and I buy the rest of my kids' Christmas. And not to mention, then I had a $70 like extra bonus I wasn't expecting. Was able to take my kids to the movies, buy all their snacks, buy all their things, and take them to lunch. Nothing came out of my pocket. Nothing. Like when I tell you, when I'm talking about this course that has taught me how to monetize my social media, practice a 2-hour workday, like it has been it's been such a blessing to my family that like I do not have the extra funds to like buy Christmas this year, and now I did. Like that is huge, you guys. Like I'm not even gonna kid you, like that is huge. So I just wanted to share that before I got off because I know a lot of moms are like me and you're like, I don't know why, but something always happens around Christmas time and you're like, great, how am I gonna pay for this, pay the bills, pay for food, have family over, and buy Christmas presents, right? Like that's where I was. And finally, this year I had like I told you, like 3 $600 days right in a row, and it paid for all the back bills, it paid for Christmas presents for my kids, and like that's kind of what I've been doing. It's like every time a course would come in, I would go and take care of Christmas. So it's like my whole holiday has been paid for through this business. I haven't had to do anything. It's like been such a blessing. I'm so thankful. Like if nothing else came from that, which I know it will, because if you're watching me now and this doesn't close down and you find me on Instagram, this will create, I will be the next self-made millionaire from this program. Like I'm not kidding you. That's how positive and confident I am in the courses I teach and promote, because I've literally watched it make me $1,800 in 3 days. $1,800 in 3 days. I didn't even do anything extra than I'm already doing. Like I just learned algorithms. So $1,800 in 3 days to me is a huge blessing. Like I did nothing but what I teach other people. And like people think it's such too good to be true. And like I get it. Like so did I. But y'all, it's not. Like it's really not. And the fact that it did that for my family, it could do that for your family like tenfold. People don't ever actually think it's like that things like this are real, but it is. Like it's so powerful. It's been life-changing to me to be able to go to the store and get my kids Christmas presents and like be a good steward, of course. Like this is the Lord provided you this blessing. Like don't go blow it on everything, because sometimes my main's like, I need to do this and I need to do that. And I'm like, no, you don't. Stop. But I was also like, cool. I can get my kids this. I can get my kids this. I can get my kids that. And like I was very intentional when I bought them, because we just did a whole house mold remediation and my toy room is gone. Don't even get me started because I'm not happy about it. So we don't have toy room anymore, which I know people are like, oh, poor you. But like, I'm neurotic in my old age. I'm like OCD. So I cannot have toys all over my living room. I won't be able to relax. So they got to go in their rooms, which is like neurotic for me too, because it's like a mess, right? So to be able to like structure that around my sales and go and get the Christmas presents that are best for them without having to pay anything out of pocket was huge. I was pretty excited about it. So that is why I jumped on today, because I'm like, guys, TikTok Shop is awesome, but if it goes away, then what? What do you do if it goes away? It cannot be your only source of income. Like, I know I'm preaching to the choir because I'm sitting here on TikTok because I love it, but at the end of the day, find me on Instagram, find me on Facebook. Like, it's my real accounts. Like, I'm not going to let this closing down take away my sales. Like, I didn't even make the money I'm telling you, the $600 days I'm having, the $600 days I've been having lately are not from TikTok. Like, I've been getting some good people, networking a lot and building an email list as I teach everyone to do. But like, if TikTok goes away, my business doesn't go away. My sales haven't even been coming from here. So I get connections. Social media gives you connections, and if you get sales from it, great. But usually it's a connection that gets people into your systems, your automation, the stuff that I preach. Because if you have an online business, you need 3 things: a funnel, automations, and an email list. You got to have those 3 things. Well, if you're starting off new, how do you build an email list? You use social media. But you don't have to use just TikTok. You could use Facebook, you could use Instagram, you could use copy and paste for your ads. Like, there's multiple things you can use. So you need to learn how to monetize and train your algorithm. But if you're only busy on TikTok Shop getting the next come up, then you won't be able to be prepared when it closes down. So you just want to keep that in mind, like, as you're building your business on TikTok Shop, that if it goes away, what's your plan? Like, what's your plan if they close it? What are you going to do to make sure that you are set up for success so that you aren't left high and dry? Like, you don't want to be left high and dry, y'all. Like, nobody wants that. That doesn't work. You got to make sure you're taking control of your business. You're making TikTok Shop, Amazon affiliates. That's all got to be secondary. It's all got to be secondary. You cannot rely your whole internet business on TikTok Shop affiliates. Like, it's got to be like another stream of income. Well, perfect. Who doesn't love multiple streams of income? So if you're following my soursop, I have to cut them up and put them in a pot. So the soursop leaves are supposed to be like 1,000 times stronger than chemo for your body, like antioxidant wise. So as I'm healing from mold illness, it's something I'm making sure that I prioritize because I cannot take any chances of going down again. So hopefully we don't have that issue on January 19th. Hopefully they figure something out, but it's happened in India. I can't tell you it won't happen here. And if it does, we will all move on. And hopefully you're taking my advice and starting that today so that you could use this as a head start to whatever other platform you want, or getting your email list. Maybe you're doing really well on here. Maybe you have a great following. Awesome. Give them some value, give them a freebie, and get an email address so that you can talk to your people after this is over. So I'm going to let you guys go. I got to go get my son from school. My little baby, he's in pre-K. I got to go pick him up. And I don't want to burn my soursop. So have an awesome day.